Hello, I'm Lara Zielinsky, and I'm so glad to be here as part of Gulfport's Readout celebration. Today, I'm going to read from my short story collection, Turning In. The stories follow the lives of Brenna and Cassidy, the couple who came together in my very first novel, Turning Point, in 2007. In Galway Getaway, the couple are taking a vacation to Ireland with their 3 sons. I hope you enjoy. Here, Cassidy Hyland turned in the wood chair she had commandeered on the cottage's small concrete patch outside the back door. She took the ale bottle her lover Brenna Lanigan held toward her. Looking at the label, she asked, "Should we be drinking?" Everyone's turned in early. Apparently, a long day of intercontinental travel kills even the hardiest. I want to experience the nightlife teen plans. Brenna chuckled. Watching her level settle into the other chair on the porch, Cassidy was taken anew at how good the auburn hair woman looked out of uniform, wearing a shrub green airy button-up blouse and matching knee-length shorts with a tan belt. Until 3 months ago, they had been acting on the same television program, Time Trails, where a pseudo-military style act dictated their on-camera wardrobe. But now that the series was a wrap, it seemed Brenna's true style had merged in her choices of clothing. For the hours-long flight across North America from LAX to New York's JFK airport, they had agreed paparazzi cameras might catch them, so they dressed in casual chic, slacks and airy blouses. That had been handy, as their new family, Cassidy, Brenna, and their 3 sons, Ryan, James, and Thomas, were photographed several times, though approached for statements only once. She smiled as she recalled Brenna's response. "My family is taking a vacation to Ireland. Afterward, I will be filming a movie." Family. Reaching across the space to cover the woman's hand on the arm of her chair, she lifted her ale in her other hand. "A toast," she suggested. "To what?" Brenna leaned forward and flicked the neck of her bottle to Cassidy's. "To the official start of family vacation." Brenna chuckled. "I'll drink to that." She took a long swig of her ale. "Oh," she exclaimed, "that hits the spot." Her hand shifted under Cassidy's, and soon their fingers were threaded together. "How are you doing?" "I'm not quite as tired as the kids," Cassidy admitted. "My brain is buzzing, though. Is it possible to be too tired to sleep?" "Too wired. Same thing happened to me on late night shoots," Brenna said. "Do you think you'll have many on the movie?" Cassidy asked. "There are about 2 dozen night screens in the script. If it stays intact, I'm in 5 of them." "That's not too bad." "It's going to make phone calls home difficult," Brenna said. "How so?" Cassidy sipped on her ale. "As I tucked him in, Ryan asked what time it was." Brenna shifted in her chair. The face clock on the bedside table showed 7:15. "He told you that was too early," Cassidy guessed. Her son, age 5.5, he'd tell her, had an 8:30 bedtime, though during the summer months she often let him stay up until 9. Brennan nodded. He remembered, though, that we had left LA at 9:30 and asked how we had gone backward in time. I told him we hadn't. I figured out the time difference and pointed out it was 11 in the morning back home. Home. Cassidy looked down at their joined hands. She looked up into Brenna's gaze and tugged lightly. Brenna asked. "Come, sit here," she said. She glanced over the rolling hills visible from their rented bed and breakfast. "It's a nice view." "I can see that." She rolled her eyes a little, and the smirk on Brenna's face told her she understood the invitation. Then Brenna hid her lips behind her bottle and finished it off in one long swallow. Keeping hold of Cassidy's hand as she stood up, Brenna put down the bottle on the small wooden table between their chairs. "You finished?" Cassidy tipped her head back and swallowed the remains of her bottle. Slim fingers wound around hers and extricated the brown glass from her hand. "Hmm?" Now it was her turn for a question. "Just clearing away the breakables," Brenna said, setting it down next to her own empty one. "I see." Patting her knees, Cassidy welcomed her lover sideways onto her lap. When Brenna cupped her cheek, she leaned into their kiss and held the woman's hips securely. Brenna's arms slipped around Cassidy's back and her fingers slid up into her hair, gently massaging the base of her neck. She murmured agreeably and indulged herself in the taste of Brenna's lips and tongue. Her own hands navigated up Brenna's back, squeezing muscles through her blouse. Passion rising, she wanted to feel the woman's naked skin. Thank you for your time. For the rest of the story, look for Turning In by Lara Zielinsky, available in ebook or print.